So today I was just doing some writing, and I wanted to say something about this movie that I've been looking at last night called Esther. And I looked at it like over two times. Um, but it is a really, really good movie, and every time I look at it, I get a new revelation of something. And I said I was going to watch it again today and take notes, but I was watching the movie Esther, and I looked at the fact of when a woman was chosen for the king. First of all, it was a lot of women, and the king would have sex, but he would pick who he wanted to be the queen. But the queen had etiquette. And so the first thing that taught me was that a queen has etiquette. The queen has morals, statutes. She is supposed to conduct herself in a certain way. And she is supposed to hold her head down as in submission to the king. And he sends for her when he wants her. But at the same time, he takes care of her. So I watched them as they functioned in their roles. He, being the king, took care of all of her needs, all of her desires, all of her wants, all of her everything. It was taken care of, and she had assistants to make sure that her every need was met. And then he called for her when he wanted her. And even then, she had to be adorned in a certain way. She had to walk light. She had to speak in a certain tone. And she had to be submissive to his beckoning call. So I looked at that, and then I looked at the part that got me the most, that made me the most, I was most touched by, I guess I could say it like that, was the part that in the movie Queen Esther, he said, "What do you see?" And I loved it. I loved it. That even though he was the king, even though he had scribers and assistants and, his right-hand man, he had so many people on his staff. But he asked the queen, "When you look at me, what do you see?" I looked at Haman, that played in the movie as well. He asked his wife, "What do you see?" She said, "I see that you're about to be in a mess, that your life is about to be cut short." Those men were powerful in every right. They governed the lands. However, they valued the sight of their wife. They valued what she saw, what she said. And that is the way that marriage is supposed to work. And when I saw it, I fell in love with it. I fell in love with the way she submitted to her husband, to her king. The way they called him Lord. I loved it. I can't wait till God give me a man and I call him Lord. And submit to him and walk light and be submissive and to bow in grace to him. Knowing that he's going to take care of my every need, and still value my insight. And I looked at that and I said, wow, God made marriage so beautiful. And it's gotten so corrupt and so messed up. And I looked at the fact of how I was with Elijah, my husband, my own husband. And I remember saying when we met, he just keeps his foot on my neck. And I just felt so controlled. And let me specify, when you're dealing with manipulation, there are so many things that you can do to control and subdue a person and never open your mouth. And I want to say that I loved Ketchup with everything. I thought he was perfect. I thought he was the most handsome man in the world. And when he was equally as satisfying in other areas, it was, to me, heaven sent. But our marriage lacked that foundation that God created. And I wish that he would have valued my insight. I wish that he would have valued my sight. I wish that it would have been important to him. I wish that he would have looked at me and been pleased. I wish that he would have not been a police, not a police, but not been federally affiliated and out to get me. But most importantly, just leaving that side out of it, I wish he would have valued my insight. I wish that would have mattered to him. That the first time I said, hey, God told me that we're going to go through something serious. I told him this in 2018. I woke up, catch up, and God said that we're going to go through something serious. And it's going to be like a obstacle course. And I said, and in my dream, I just saw it being like a jungle. And that God said that if we didn't hold hands, that if we weren't together, that we were going to lose each other. And then we were going to fall apart. And I looked at that and I kept saying all the things that I told him that are happening right now. And he never valued my insight. The king, Haman, the men in the movie, they valued the woman's insight. They valued her being quiet. They valued her being able to speak because she didn't get to speak that much. For the simple fact of he called for her when he needed her, when he wanted her. And then in the end, Esther got to be with him every day, every night. And so I thought about that and was saying, okay, so then that even lets me know that there are rewards to being submissive to your king, to winning his heart, to praising him the way that she did, to seeing, like, I thought it was beautiful. And I thought that today was the best day to share that because today is Valentine's Day, a day of love. And I thought that that was something that touched my heart. I'm in love with it. I was in love with the thought. I was in love with the act of being submissive to your husband as unto the Lord. Letting the Lord teach you how to be a wife, how to be a mate, how to be a queen, deserving of a king. And many people can call themselves a lot of things, but you really have to walk it out. And so that's what I wanted to say. That is all. I don't want to post anything too long, but that's what I wanted to say. That is it. Today is February the 14th. I am not at work. I'm not a caregiver. I'm not doing any business. There's nothing going on. That's all I want to say. I'm by myself. Today is Valentine's Day, and just had lunch, and I wanted to post this video about my thoughts as I thought about the movie Esther. That's it. Thanks.